Today, Toyota produces roughly 10 million cars a year, commanding a market capitalization of $250 billion. This monolithic status is built on a specific manufacturing strategy, one that wasn't learned from the assembly lines of Detroit, but from a textile loom and a grocery store. The company's rise began in a vacuum of total destruction. In the immediate aftermath of World War II, Japan's automotive industry was decimated, with facilities leveled and materials in severe shortage. Toyota faced a massive gap between its own capabilities and the scale of American giants like Ford. A local financial crisis soon led to factory closures and layoffs that pushed the company toward bankruptcy. To survive this disadvantage, Toyota's leadership looked past the mechanics of building a car and developed a new philosophy regarding the value of human labor. This logic can be traced back to 1924, when founder Sakichi Toyoda invented the Type G automatic weaving loom. He introduced the concept of jidoka, or automation with a human touch. The loom was designed to stop the moment a single thread broke, preventing the production of flawed fabric by isolating defects at the source. In 1929, son Kiichiro sold the patent rights for this loom to a British firm, using that capital to fund the transition into automobile manufacturing. This funding led to the Model AA in 1936, the company's first successful passenger car. Toyota's origin story is defined by this early focus on engineering an error-free process, rather than a specific interest in the motor car itself. In 1950, Toyota executives traveled to America to study Ford's legendary assembly lines, looking for ways to scale their own production. They were troubled by what they found. Ford's reliance on massive overproduction resulted in huge inventory stockpiles, which the Toyota team viewed as dangerous waste. The core of their modern logistics was actually found inside an American Piggly Wiggly supermarket. Customers pulled exactly what they needed from the shelf, and the store restocked based on immediate demand. Toyota applied this pull logic to the factory floor, ensuring workstations requested parts only as needed. This became their second pillar, just-in-time manufacturing. By moving away from the American method of overproduction, Toyota designed a highly sensitive, demand-driven ecosystem. These codified rules, known as the Toyota Production System, or TPS, enabled the scale of production required for their first major success, the 1955 Toyopet Crown. During the 1960s, the company achieved global popularity, driven largely by high demand for the Corolla. By the 1980s, Toyota was opening the NUMMI joint venture factory in California with General Motors. At this plant, Toyota was in the position of teaching its American counterparts how to build cars efficiently using the Toyota Production System. Toyota's expansion eventually forced a global shift in how manufacturing itself functions. Today, these principles are used far beyond the automotive sector. Known globally as lean manufacturing, the system is utilized by hospitals, food banks, and disaster relief organizations to improve efficiency. The system's durability comes from Kaizen, or continuous improvement, acting as an internal defense against disruptions. This mechanism allowed Toyota to absorb a series of modern existential threats, including the 2008 financial crash, massive safety recalls, and the 2011 tsunami. The genius of Kaizen lies in its ability to allow a massive corporate organism to adapt to catastrophe faster than its competitors. Current leadership is now pivoting the company towards its next evolution, transforming Toyota from a traditional automaker into a holistic mobility company. This involves heavy investment in next-generation batteries, air taxi partnerships, and the construction of Woven City, a living laboratory for future transport. Toyota's 80-year path from a wooden loom to global dominance demonstrates that a world-class product follows the creation of a world-class system.